Oh, Glenn. Oh, Glenn is on the phone. Good. We got Glenn on the phone. Glenn sent a text in earlier when we were talking about beep ball. Beep ball was born here in Chicago, and the World Series has been happening in Aurora all week. The final games are tomorrow and Sunday. And Glenn, you said, I know all about it because I've been involved for 50 years. How are you involved with beep ball?
Well, it's funny because I haven't specifically been involved for 50 years, but my dad was. So
Okay.
when I was about 8 years old, my dad was asked to deliver some softballs to someone, and he said sure. It was through work, and wasn't exactly sure what they were. Well, when he delivered them, I went with, and the next thing I know, he's out of the car and he's trying to teach these people how to swing a bat and stuff because he was a very good baseball player. And it turned out that all the people there were blind, and he was hooked on that instant. And for the next 40 years, he was part of Beat Baseball and. Was very active in the National Beat Baseball Association. So when I was young, I was with them all the time until I got a little older and was doing my own thing. And now I've come back. My dad passed away last year, and I decided that I'm going to use my talents to help Beat Baseball, progress and be more widely known. So I've created a documentary to help get the word out on Beat Baseball.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sorry that you had to say goodbye to your dad, but it sounds like he raised an incredible son. So you're doing a documentary on Beep Baseball?
Yeah. So the thing about the Beep Baseball, it's not just about, my documentary is not just about Beep Baseball. The people of this game are so amazing. These aren't like incapable people. These are people who are lawyers and accountants and doing all kinds of things. There's a registered nurse. One guy works with special needs children. These are really successful people who happen to be blind and good athletes and trained for this tournament like year round. I mean, these are great athletes, and telling their stories is to me as important or even more important than the game itself, because it's really about these wonderful people who play this game and how they try to push it out to younger people and help young people, blind people, find it, because it really truly has changed their lives. And there's story after story of the one kid who lost his sight in high school. He was a blue chip pitcher. Everybody in his family thought this kid's going professional baseball. Lost his sight in high school. They got cut from the team. Was depressed. Wouldn't leave his room for weeks and weeks at a time. All of a sudden, he's at a blind camp. Finds blind baseball. It changed his life. And now he's a special needs teacher, and it's unbelievable what this game does for people.
That's wonderful. And in case you're just tuning in and you don't know what Beep Baseball is, the baseball, it's like a 16-inch softball. It actually beeps. So when it comes near the plate, it beeps, and the person who is visually impaired or blind hears it, and that's how they hit it. And then the bases vibrate or make noise as well, right?
Yeah, so the ball beeps and you pitch to your own team. So it'd be pretty easy to strike out a blind guy, right? So The pitcher and catcher and the batter are all on the same team. And so the pitcher says, ready, pitch, and pitches the ball. He's only 20 feet away, and so those pitchers get hit by balls all the time, and it's a heavy, hard 16-inch softball with a beeping mechanism, which makes it over a pound. And so they're getting hit by these things all the time. And then in the field, there's 6 players in the field that have 2-sided spotters with them that are on their team. And the spotters call one number to let them know where the ball is, and then they all kind of converge on the ball. And these people they don't just kind of move over. They're running and diving and sliding to get to this ball. Now, when the batter runs to the base, if they get to the base first before the player picks up the ball, it's a run. Not a hit, it's a run. There's there's never anybody on base. And if the fielder picks it up first, it's an out. Now, when I say get to the bases are foam pylons that they're 4 feet tall, and they go boop with a solid tone.
Huh.
And when they get to these bases, they don't just touch them or they run them over like they're tackling dummies. They're diving at these things, and these things flip over, and it's amazing how hard these people play for this World Series and just give it all.
That's so fun. I'm so glad you could join us today because you're so well versed in this. And we talked to someone from the Sports Commission in DuPage County, and she went to a game and she was blown away. And so they're free tomorrow and Sunday in Aurora.
Just tomorrow.
Oh, just tomorrow. Okay.
The finals are tomorrow. Starts at 9:30.
Okay, cool. And when do you think you'll be done with your documentary?
I'm hoping for October. You know, I'm so far this has all been out of my pocket. The NBBA is a nonprofit organization, so I could never charge them anything. That wouldn't be right, and it's in honor of my dad, so it wouldn't be right. But you know, money gets a little thin sometimes. So as I raise more cash, through GoFundMe and other sources, I'll get it done as soon as I possibly can. But I'm hoping for the next few months.
Stay in touch with me. We want to see it and we want to talk about it when you get it completed. And thank you so much for listening to the show and making us aware of everything we need to know about beep baseball. And I love hearing the story about your dad as well. So thanks. Go ahead.
Thank you. And just one last thing. The documentary is called Beep Baseball, The Unseen Sport, because nobody knows about it.
Fantastic.